Hey, what's up? I'm Chris. I'm the RA on the 6th floor, and today I'm going to take you grocery shopping with me to show you what I buy and some tips and tricks to help you get started when you move out of the residence halls and you're living in upper division places and you need to learn how to cook and shop for food by yourself. So let's get going. Okay, so I'm gonna grab some bananas. These are super high in protein and have a lot of good carbohydrates. So I typically have these for breakfast with oatmeal or as a snack at any point throughout the day. At Trader Joe's, they're really cheap. They're 19 cents per banana. So I try to get ones that will last a few days before spoiling. Okay, so ground turkey is one of the best meats that you can cook. It is cheap and has a good amount of protein in it. So, hey, what's up, Kristen? How's it going? So here I'm gonna buy 93% lean, 7% fat. They have 99% options, but it's a little bit more expensive, so I'm just gonna go with the 93% option. This is super easy to cook. You can put this on a pan on medium heat with some coconut oil for about 10 minutes, and it cooks really nice, and you can have meals for up to 3 or 4 days with this. I could eat a whole tub of this. I could eat this all in one sitting, but that's not good. So eggs are another great protein source. They're really cheap and easy to cook. You can put this on a pan, again with medium heat and coconut oil, and mix this with either rice or with the ground beef or ground turkey, with that whatever you want. But the only thing to watch out for with eggs is that they're high in fat, so you only want to cook just a couple at a time. So a substitute for that, or another option, is to use egg whites. So egg whites don't have as much of the nutritional value as regular eggs, but they're super low fat. So what I typically do is mix both egg whites and eggs when I cook. So I'll do about 2 whole eggs and then about a cup of egg whites, and that gives a good balance of both without having to eat so much fat. If you're lactose intolerant, like myself, and then you need a milk substitute of some kind, so I typically go with almond milk. This is another good source of a little bit of protein, but it has a lot of calcium. And I typically use this when I'm making oatmeal, when I'm cooking eggs, or I can typically just have a glass of it here and there. So this is a good option. It's pretty cheap. It's about $3, and it's less than getting lactose-free milk or anything else. Oatmeal is another staple that I typically include in my diet, and there's different kinds. They don't differ too much in nutritional value. I typically in either rolled oats or steel cut. Steel cut is typically heavier, makes you fuller for longer, so I'll switch back and forth between the two depending on what I'm feeling. I have this at home already, so I'm not going to get it, but I make this almost every morning with banana and peanut butter and fruit. It's a good way to start the day. Rice is another good option. It's a good carb source, and if you get this one, this is already pre-cooked, so you just have to throw this in the microwave, and then you have almost a meal ready to go. So again, I can mix this either with eggs or with the ground turkey meat that I bought, and it's a really cheap and pretty healthy option for dinner or lunch, and something that you can cook and plan for the rest of your week. It's important to know that when you're looking for food, you're trying to fulfill 3 different nutrition needs, and those are carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. And you want to tune those to whatever your goals are for long term. So for me, for example, I break up my daily calorie intake to about 40% carbs and 30% proteins and 30% fat. And I break up what I'm going to eat throughout the day in order to fulfill all of those caloric requirements. Carbohydrates and proteins have about 4 calories per gram, and proteins have about 9, if I'm not mistaken. So everything that I eat, I'm tracking and putting that towards the end, calorie goal for whatever I need to meet for that day. All right, this is one of my favorite sections of the whole store. Right here, all the peanut butter. I could eat this all day, but the thing to watch with peanut butter is it has a lot of fat and it can have a lot of sugar. So it's important to know that when you're looking for something like this, you're looking for hopefully all natural peanut butter or maybe even almond butter as a substitute. So these Trader Joe's sells almond butter pretty expensive. So I probably want to stay away from these. You can get away with something like this, no stir. Again, this is high in fat, so you want to try to limit this whenever you're cooking with it. I typically stick to about 1 tablespoon with my oatmeal, or if I have it as a snack if I ever get hungry. But it's important to try to limit this because it's filling, but it's not has lots of fat. And then the other staple that I have is honey. Honey has a lot of good carbs and almost no fat and no carbs. I mean, no protein. So you can put this on top of oatmeal or with snacks. It's weird, but I do put this on top of my eggs sometimes. This is actually a lot tastier than you might think. And yeah, it's a staple in my diet. If you're going to be cooking with meats, you need these. You need seasoning. The ones that I stick with are probably anywhere from garlic salt, pink salt. I like cinnamon. I don't have a lot of other stuff here, but I put this on top of almost all my meat and eggs. Salt is fine in moderation. If you're gonna consume a lot of salt, you have to make sure that you're consuming a lot of water in order to flush it out. I'm a sucker for apples, so I'm gonna cop some. I typically like the more sour ones, so Granny Smith is probably my go-to, but I also like to put these on top of my oatmeal, or just have as a snack throughout the day. I'll grab a couple here. Grab some carrots. I could eat these forever. Infinity times I could consume carrots. Good source of vitamin A. They're super tasty, and yeah, I usually just eat them straight out of the bag. So good they are. I think I'm gonna grab some spinach. This is another good way to add volume to your diet. And I usually throw these in with eggs in the morning, and yeah, it's pretty cheap. They're really good for you. And make sure to get your vegetables in as well. So I'm gonna buy some of these. So, oops. Oops. That's a blooper. That's a blooper one. I use coconut oil a lot when I'm a sucker for apples, so I'm gonna cop some. I typically like the more sour ones, so Granny Smith is probably my go-to, but I also like to put these on top of my oatmeal, or just have as a snack throughout the day. I'll grab a couple here. Grab some carrots. I could eat these forever. Infinity times I could consume carrots. Good source of vitamin A. They're super tasty, and yeah, I usually just eat them straight out of the bag. So good they are. I think I'm gonna grab some spinach. This is another good way to add volume to your diet. And I usually throw these in with eggs in the morning, and